Good afternoon, I'm Tanya du Preez with 2NURFM Hunter News. The New South Wales Government has announced a bill that would see thousands of Hunter residents being forced to work on Christmas and Boxing Day. The new Retail Trading Amendment Bill calls for retail trading hours to be extended to include some of the last few remaining trade-free days, in a move which is being heavily criticised by workers' associations across the Hunter. Shop, Distributive and Allied Employees Association Newcastle Secretary Barbara Nebart says if this legislation is passed, restricted trading days may become forgotten.
People can be required to work on Christmas Day night, to stock and fill shelves for the next day. So not only are they seeking to open on Boxing Day, but, potentially people can be required to work on Christmas Day and any other restricted trading day.
Newcastle boxer Chad Hollywood Bennett has been issued an 18-month good behaviour bond following the discovery of 2 replica firearms hidden in his garage. Police were led to the guns by his partner after officers were called to their home for a domestic dispute in May. Bennett claims the BB guns were bought only to shoot at an overweight cat in the neighbourhood. Cricket fans are being urged to get home safe and lock in a Plan B ahead of this weekend's regional bash in Maitland. It comes as Transport New South Wales fights to push the state's drink driving fatality rate below 16%, with alcohol accounting for around 15% of crash deaths in the Hunter between 2010 and 2014. Acting Executive Director Bernard Carlin says it could help save a life.
Either have somebody who's designated driver who's not going to drink at all, or make other arrangements. In New South Wales, more than 300 people die every year, and we have more than 1,000 people who go into hospital every month from road crashes. And alcohol plays a big role in that. So what we really need to do is get those figures down.
University of Newcastle researcher Dr. Nicola Bowden has been recognised for her outstanding work at the prestigious New South Wales Young Tall Poppy Science Awards in Sydney. Her breakthrough research interest is the relationship between DNA repair pathways and chemotherapy resistance in melanoma, using next-generation profiling techniques to discover more about the disease. Dr. Bowden used social media as a platform for raising awareness of science in the community.
I do a lot of public engagements, so speaking to school groups and Rotary clubs, places like that, but I also am very heavily involved in Twitter and tweeting a lot of our science and communicating with other scientists, but also with the media and anyone who engages with us, really.
And Maitland garages will open up tomorrow for the council's annual garage sale trail. The event encourages households to sell unused items so they can be reused by other members of the community. Maitland City Council's Manager Development and Environment, David Sim, says it's about the community reusing these household items rather than throwing them away.
What it's about is bringing community together in a fun way to reuse and recycle materials that otherwise may have ended up in landfill.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club's Melbourne Cup Carnival.
Newcastle Jets keeper Ben Kennedy will be looking to prove himself in tonight's match against Melbourne Victory. He's back in the gloves while Mark Berregitti recovers from injury, but wants to play well enough to secure the spot more permanently. Ben Kennedy is Newcastle's most experienced current player with 113 A-League games under his belt. Hunter Hitman captain Matt Trappel is preparing to lead his team into action for the first time this Sunday in the regional Big Bash 2020 competition. Trappel is set to play alongside younger brother and Hamilton Wickham captain Josh for the first time since 2008-09. The Hitman will come up against neighbours the Newcastle Blasters at Robins Oval. And Heatherbrae equestrian Heath Ryan will attempt to defend his National Dressage Championship crown in Sydney this weekend. That's sport. I'm Jonathan Mompson.
2NURFM News Time is 12:09.